What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Nothing But Skills, and today we're bringing you another Division video. Today's video I'm going to be focused on what I consider the best kept secret in the game. This gun definitely is underused, and I feel that more people need to know about it, and if you run it with the right gear set, it's just amazing. So we're going to get into this gun in just a sec, but first I just want to say thank you again for all the support you guys have been showing me. Remember, if you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're watching a video, hit the subscribe button. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, and if you have any questions after watching this video, use the comment section down below. Also, if you guys want to catch me live on Twitch, you can find me at twitch.tv/nothingbutskills. So let's get into this gun. So what gun am I talking about? So the gun I am talking about is the Warlord, which is probably one of the nicest looking guns in the game. I've always been a big fan of AK-47s on every game I've played, but on this game it's really hard to use them. But this gun actually gives you a fighting chance when you use it with the right build. It has a lot of damage, so we're going to get into everything it can do right now. So the reason why this gun is so good is because the base damage on it is going to be really high. With me running 8,000 firearms, my base damage is 27,000. The RPM is pretty slow at 600, but if you put a rate of fire mod on there, you can get it up to 633, and then the magazine size is 30. You can get it up to 64 when you put an extended magazine on. It has 24% enemy armor damage, which is good if you want to run this in PvE. Now, since this is a PvP build, we're going to focus on some other things. So I'm going to pair it up to a lightweight M4, which is one of my favorite assault rifles to use. So you can see that the base damage on here is 7,000 more. But of course, the lightweight M4 is going to have 250 more RPM without even having an extended magazine with rate of fire on there. The accuracy is a lot better. The reload speed is just a little bit less. The range on it is a little bit more with the lightweight M4. So the stability is just a little bit better on the Warlord, but that doesn't really say too much for it. It's a lot slower, so it's a lot easier to control. But overall, you can't really compare the two because the lightweight M4 is an amazing gun, but for what the Warlord does with the special talent it has, that's what we're going to talk about now. So the talents I recommend you putting on here are responsive, damage is increased by 10% when closer than 10 meters to the target. You want to have unforgiving because missing health segments increase your damage. One missing segment plus 10% damage. Two missing segments plus 25% damage. And then the special talent that the Warlord has is play rough. Damage is reduced by 20% when firing. The taking damage is applied when you stop firing. So if you're fighting somebody, you're going to make him hit you 20% less as long as you are firing. Now, the moment you stop firing is going to be applied to you. But the good thing when you run this with Nomad, which I really recommend you running it with, it actually works out. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how this gun fires, and then we'll talk about how I have it modded. When I'm shooting a target right in front of me, I'm just holding the trigger down. It's pretty easy to control. It's not too hard. It goes straight up. When you shoot the Warlord, it will shoot straight up. As long as you hold the trigger down in the middle, you should be fine. We're going to try to hit a target a little bit further out. So it's a little bit harder to aim when targets are a little bit further out. That's why having responsive on this gun and staying within like 10 to 15 meters, you should be okay. But the way you want to run this is when people try to face tank you, you want to just hold the trigger down and then try to make sure you can land those headshots or those body shots, whatever you prefer. So overall, within 5 to 10 meters, it's not too bad. Once you get out of that range, it takes a little bit of work to kind of control it. Will you be really fighting somebody PvP this far out? Most likely not. Most of the time you're fighting within this range. So the key tip you need to remember is as long as you're holding the trigger down, you take 20% less damage. As soon as you release the trigger, that incoming damage is going to come. My base damage is 27,000, but with responsive, it's going to be a little bit higher at 27. And I'm critting for around 59,000, which is pretty good for a Warlord. Now, how do I have this modded? So for the mods, I like having a reflex sight that has 7.5 critical hit chance, 4% critical hit damage, and 6% headshot damage. I run a loud vent brake that has 18% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance, and 6% headshot damage. I have a small grip with 19% critical hit damage, 4.5 reload speed, and 2.5 stability. And then I finish it off with an extended magazine with magazine size, critical hit chance, and rate of fire. Now, as you guys saw at the very beginning of the video, and at the end of this video, I'm going to be showing you a lot of highlight clips on why this gun is so good. I feel that this gun is probably the most underused gun when you can hit somebody and have them hit you for 20% less and still hit this hard. Even though my gun is only at 600 RPMs, I'm still going to be taking 20% less damage. So that's why when you see me face tanking people with this build, when it's 1v1, even if they're using a shotgun, that ability to reduce 20% extra damage is really good. And then it really comes down to the build. I feel that there are certain types of build that this gun works good with. I particularly only use it on one build, I've seen other people run it on other builds and be really effective with it. I've seen people run this build with Predator's Mark. I've seen him running with Striker. I've seen him run it with Nomads. I personally only run it with Nomads, but don't get me wrong, you can run this with a lot of builds. When I stack it on my Nomads build, which I really recommend, if you watch my last video, you got to see my Nomads build, and I said that I was using the Warlord as my secondary, and I really do use it a lot. As you saw in the clip at the very beginning of this video, I killed a lot of people running this gun. So if you want to use your Warlord as your primary, use assault rifle damage on your gloves. If you want to use your house or any SMG, use SMG damage on your gloves. But that's pretty much it on this gun. I just wanted to bring this to your attention. This gun is really good. Remember, like I told you, having responsive, unforgiving on there work really good with play rough. So if you're gonna run this gun, try to get those talents. If not, keep grinding and hopefully you guys can get this gun. Definitely one of my favorite exotics to run. A lot of people who watch my stream see me run my Warlord and they always ask me, why are you running an AK-47? Because a lot of them don't even know that it is the Warlord. But if you guys want to see some of my gameplay with this, go check out my Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Nothing But Skills Gaming. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and then Saturdays it's just a random time. I don't have a set time to stream on Saturdays. So make sure you guys head over there, drop a follow, enjoy the rest of this gameplay. I just wanted to show you guys some more gameplay of me using this gun, because everybody always asks me when I put out information, hey, can I see more gameplay of it? This is for all you guys who comment on my videos that say, hey, can you add more gameplay when you make a build, or can you add more gameplay when you talk about a gun? Here's that gameplay. If you guys have any questions after watching this video, use the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're watching a video, hit the subscribe button. Remember, if you don't see me in Last Stand, if you don't see me in Skirmish, if you don't see me in the Dark Zone, it's only a matter of time. Nothing But Skills is out.
Turret is now active at Charlie. Alphas confirm neutral. A serious